Dear Basketball, so begins his letter, his farewell to the game. A game placing him among the all-time greats. A game, says the letter, where he hit game-winning shots with Dad's rolled-up tube socks. A game that made him feel alive. This game brought out the best in a man who would bring out the best in others, hitting peaks of which only others could dream. The bittersweet lies in the reality that he couldn't bring those accomplishments back home. Instead, we'd view his triumphs from afar. So how ironic is it that one of our own should begin the end of his love affair here in our town, here, where his love affair with the game began.
It's Philly, but in some respects, it's a road game. The Sixers coming off a 6-game trip in New York tomorrow, but no matter, unmistakably, it is the Wells Fargo Center where the buzz is clearly evident. For starters, honoring the man who in September left us way too soon. Moses Eugene Malone, helping to lead the 76ers to the promised land back in 1983. This guy was only 4 years old at the time, but they say he was already playing basketball. Now saying farewell to NBA basketball, announcing this will be his final season. And so for the Lower Merion High School alumnus, it'll be Kobe Bean Bryant's final game here in Philly. That as the Sixers hope they finally get their first win of the season. Comcast Sportsnet is proud to present NBA basketball. Join us as the Sixers take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Good evening to you and welcome once again to 76ers basketball. I'm Mark Zumov. Joining me tonight, Coach Lynham and Dee Lynham. They're in for Ala Abdelnaby, and Molly French will be along in just a moment. Jimmy, tonight, among many other things, honoring the career of the chairman of the boards, Moses Eugene Malone.
You're right, Mark. He's going to be terribly missed. One of the most popular players among his teammates that I've ever been around. And when you look at those numbers right there, 12-time All-Star, led this league in rebounding 6 different times. But to me, they pale in comparison. He told me one time he came to Philadelphia for one reason, to win an NBA championship, and the big fella delivered.
And a guy who delivered 5 NBA titles for LA, Kobe Bryant, announcing over the weekend that he's not coming back anymore. His last game in Philly, a surprise at the timing?
He assures us that it was not planned, but Kobe quite glad that it did work out this way. Mark, things have not gone as Kobe had hoped at the beginning of this season. He decided it was time to listen to his body and make it official that he would retire at the end of this year. He did that Sunday with home fans first, and the fact that Philadelphia was the next stop, icing on the cake. I think if you told the 18-year-old Kobe back in 1996 when he was leaving Lower Merion High School that his resume would read like that, he would say, I achieved what I set out to do, and that is greatness.
Well, he won one of his 5 titles in this building back in 2001, and now he returns, and in his wake, we are flooded with nearly a generation of memories. One final intro to Philly fans coming up. Welcome back, everyone, to Wells Fargo Center, where we turn things over now to public address voice Matt Cord.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet tonight's participants. Up first are the Los Angeles Lakers. Head coach is Byron Scott. Now tonight's starters, a 6'5" guard from Ohio State, number 1, D'Angelo Russell. A 6'5" guard from Missouri, number 6, Jordan Clarkson. A 7'2" center from Georgetown, number 17, Roy Hibbert. A 6'9" forward from Kentucky, number 30, Julius Randle. And a 17-time NBA All-Star, the 3rd highest scorer in NBA history, the 2008 MVP, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, 5-time NBA champion, a 6'6" guard from Lower Merion High School, where he won the title in 1996, number 24, Kobe
that kid from Philly, raised with the same sense of pride felt within us all.
Kobe Bryant, Lower Merion High School.
When you moved away, you took a piece of Philly with you. Tenacity, passion, grit, the desire to be a champion. For nearly 2 decades, you transformed the game.
Kobe's getting one of those lights going, folks. Unbelievable.
You caused us heartbreak. You reveled in the role of our villain. Now here we are, as you embrace our city, your roots, one last time. You'll always be that kid from Philly, and we knew you before the world did. Much respect, Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court Greg Downer, head coach at Lower Merion, and Julius, the Dr. Irving, presenting Kobe Bryant his first high school jersey, which he started and ended his career with, number 24.
Well, a great tribute, not only from the 76ers to Kobe Bryant, but from the Sixer fans to Kobe Bryant, as we turn things over now to Molly French.
Thank you, Mark. There's an energy in this building that we haven't experienced since perhaps Allen Iverson retired March 1st, 2014. In fact, I just spotted a sign that said Kobe is no answer. We're here tonight, of course, to celebrate the legacy of Moses Malone first and foremost, and of course, Kobe Bryant. Earlier, he told reporters what Philadelphia taught him, how to be tough, he said, thick-skinned, and went on to say that there wasn't a playground where you didn't talk trash in our city. Kobe said it's an honor to be on the short list of the greatest NBA players to ever come out of Philly. He also values the process far more than the results, Mark, saying there is beauty in the pain, as a noticeable drop-off just means he reached greatness in his prime. He will be the first to admit he feels every bit of 37, not because of his body, but rather the youth that surrounds him. Byron Scott said his main focus is for Kobe to finish the season standing up.
Molly, beautifully captured, and tonight his final run here in Philly as an NBA player, along with Jim and Dee Lonham here for Ala Abdelnaby, and Molly French, of course, marks him off tonight. We're here on Comcast Sportsnet. And oh, by the way, the Sixers and Lakers getting set to play the first of 2 between the teams. The rematch will be on New Year's Day. And the Sixers looking for their first victory of the season after coming off a long and arduous 6-game road swing. It'll be Roy Hibbert, 7-2 center now for the Lakers, the former Indiana Pacer. And we are running tonight from Wells Fargo Center. Tonight's game now available on CSNPhilly.com and NBC Sports Live Extra for mobile and tablet. Stream the Sixers on the go wherever you are there. So Kobe Bryant, who is off to not one of his better seasons, we're being charitable, shooting just 30.5% hits on his first shot. Robert Covington has a 3-point answer of his own.
Robert's been shooting that 3 real well of late, Mark, and that's something the Sixers are going to really rely on in this game, I believe.
And D, not only helping the Sixers with his offense is Kobe. Well, listen, he's a showman, and it's showtime,
surprise,
right?
Surprise.
We knew he was coming with something a little extra tonight, no matter what has transpired in the first 16 games.
And oh, by the way, all this tonight taking place before what we anticipate will be a sellout, as Isaiah Cannon getting into the act, and we're bowling already, folks.
As you know, Mark, in this last stretch of 5 games, the Sixers have been relying a lot more on shooting that 3. And I like the fact that they're off early doing it.
Oh, the heat check now for Kobe, but he's going to get another opportunity.
We said this night was historic on so many levels, Mark.